Here I am. Sorry, I was falling asleep over here watching this trade. This trade. And this trade. But we'll see. I have things I have to do today, so I might as well stream to avoid them. How are y'all doing today? I have to send some to somebody real quick. Okay. I got Alex here, Hunter here. Good morning, y'all. Hunter has been attacking the arena, the Ninja Trader arena this week. I hope you don't run out of steam. I hope you get to win the one next week too. I don't want Esther to win my competition. I want Hunter to win my competition. I can enter. Yeah, he is a ninja. I can enter. I just don't know. People are gonna get annoyed if I like enter and win or do well even. They're gonna say it's rigged. And if I don't, then they're gonna say that I'm trash. We'll see. I'll probably just do like I'm doing this week and just add it to some trades with extra leverage for fun and see how it goes. Do you enter your trade on candle close or break? I don't. It's just break of the range. If you're doing a candle close, like there's too many things that come up. Because are we doing a 15-minute range with a 1-minute candle close or a 5-minute candle close? And if it's then gone up to the first target, do we still enter? The reason that I don't on the orb is so my target, I'm already 1-to-1 on the one lot anyway, and it's actually worse for the multiple lot, but I don't care because it pays. But so I'm already 1-to-1, and if I'm entering up here, I'm already less than 1-to-1. You know what I mean? Or I lose a little bit of my entry every time I do that. So that was also really hard to test without an automation, which I haven't done yet. So, I mean, the orb, everyone's like kind of making this assumption that the orb's my favorite trade because it's my most recent video. It's not my favorite trade, but it's my favorite trade to run the exercise of like waiting for the time period. You know, like waiting for trades, waiting for your level. It's literally, you have to wait for your level or you're not in the trade. And I've actually had quite a few people reach out with some cool ideas for adjustments, and I'm struggling to get a good back tester, but I'll get there. Part of it's just time because I haven't it's summer, so my kids are here and they've got extra stuff to do, so it's like extra driving for me. So literally just some of it is I haven't had as much time, but I want a back tester that I can test tick data and all sorts of little things because I've got some pretty good, I think I have some good ideas on it that I want to test. Like I've got so many ideas I want to run that I don't have a back tester for yet. Oh, Esther has fallen to 8th place. Oh no. Poor Esther. You know what though? Esther's been steady. Some of those other guys like clearly played the news candle, which in hindsight, like I probably should have played the news candle. That's okay. I'm trying next week to not have stuff that I have to go run out and do in the middle of the trading day, at least for those few days. What is that? Look at my little handy dandy. Yeah, so far I wrote something's canceled. So far so good. It is a shorter week next week, so we may not be able to get as big of a moves. So it could be a totally different competition. The winner might end up at 40K instead of 120 or whatever it's doing, but we'll see. Oh, I was already trailed on the orb, but this is technically the trail spot. I didn't want to babysit it, and I didn't want to give it back at that point. Because okay, y'all want to see a trick? I'll teach you a trick on the trailing. And I've tried to explain this before, but I don't know. I think people think I'm crazy sometimes. I'm not live daily. I've tried to do 2 a week, and this is number 2, so maybe I'll do better this week. I used to stream almost daily. We'll see. Anyway, so let me show you what I want to show you. So this is the 15 minutes opening range. Well, actually, I have an indicator. I'll turn the indicator on. So this is the 15-minute opening range. And this is my favorite way to trail my stop. And I explained this to somebody and they're like, that's stupid. Let me show you. It's not stupid. But so we have the entry here for the long. Just on the break. I'm trying to get it actually on the break. I'm going to have to draw it out here. Ooh, my trail is trailing more. Okay, so then we have our target up here and our stop down here. So that's where it starts, right? And then if I have another play inside of this, and we had a FIBWIT entry on it right here. So here I talked about FIBWITs. That's why I'm bringing this one up. These are 2 of the most simple trades that I deal with. So I'm in the orb, and then I get the FIBWIT. So now I can trail. Now I can trail all the way up to here. Well, you know how TradingView likes to cooperate with me. But then I can trail to the stop for the orb stop. So if I have a play within a play, that's how I like to trail my stop once it's in profit. I hope that made sense. Good morning, Barbie. Do you trade binary options on IQ option? I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm going to guess no. I don't like to trade complicated things. I like to trade simple things. Although I do trade options. Options are complicated, but I still keep it simple with SPY and Qs and Tesla and just a few things. But I decided to hop on today because I'm in multiple trades already. I didn't trade as much yesterday, but I had a massive day on Monday too. So this has been a fun week. What I need to be doing is coming up with a new, I need to adjust. I have some new accounts with like My Founder Futures and stuff, and I need to, one of them's just hanging out. And I need to put it on one of these sets. I thought I had it on my ES one, but it's not. I should probably do that. Got to work on the prop plan a little bit today too. Anyway, today I'm just watching. VIX is just hanging around 16 and we're coming up on targets. So I'm watching all that. I got NASDAQ on both charts here now. So I also wanted to protect these trades. Oh, my ES is trailing a little bit closer right now. My ES might get stopped out. I'm a little bit worried about having a reversal up in here too, because we could have a, I mean, this is the trend line. We've already kind of hit the high of where the trend line would be, and we're kind of up there again right now. So this is a kind of normal spot for the market to turn around. That's the other reason I wanted to have these. I'm hoping we get a push up to the high, because that would take, that would get me a lot of profits taken, including on the orb. So we'll see. Wait, can you see that? Yeah, you can kind of see it. I forgot that other chart was over the top. I'm looking at the let me just take this off for a sec. I'm looking at this, this is the hourly. So this is just the general trend. So Really, I could draw another line on here. This one is kind of making a new one. This is what I'm looking at. See if we are going to end up kind of bouncing off that trend line. My trading view is so messed up right now. This is actually really pissing me off. I don't have the thing to make my line smaller. I don't want a fat line there. Binary is that crazy gambling thing? Oh, is that I think I saw an article about that, but I didn't really read it. People ask me a lot if I trade this and I trade that, and because I'm making profits and I already have too much to do on futures and options, I'm just not really looking to add anything. I mean, I'm so hella leveraged already. Really? I'm not caught up with the leverage I have already. I'm not maximizing what I have, and I should be doing a better job of maximizing what I have. Oh, okay. So the binary options, you're guessing if the next bar will go up and down. Are y'all bored doing that? How do you get so bored to do that? It's still working. Yeah, I'm going to trail up a little bit on this too. I'm not taking a second break even. I need to get a little bit better. All right, I lost my chat. There we are. ByteLogic's above or below by contract close. I thought it was the same as futures market, so binary options have nothing to do with it. I'm new to the market, so I started with binary options, looking to learn about other options or other markets. Yeah, so the futures market is really simple. We buy or sell. That's it. It doesn't it's just all about the price. I forgot to switch my other chart. So so I started out trading options, and options is kind of complicated because we've got strikes and dates, and so there's and deltas that come off of the strikes and dates. And futures is just literally buy sell price. So like on ES, I was looking at this level around 37 because it was kind of we had these highs. I was just kind of taking the average around here, and then we had that wick down there too. So I was kind of looking at the mid 30s on the ES level, and that little wick did it. So that was kind of my buy. And then I mean, it's literally just I originally came from just pure kind of support and resistance trading, so I'm watching levels to buy, and if I want to buy them, like we're going to stay in the range or break it, is the main question that I need to ask myself when we get to a level. But yeah, this is the reason that I love futures, is just how simple and pure it is, and the prices too. So like ES is the S&P 500. I've got NASDAQ on this one here, but like it moves in ticks. So it's at a whole number right now. It's always going to be at a quarter of a number. And so unlike SPY and SPX, like any other stock where you can have all those little fraction numbers, it's always in ticks. And so it's always going to move to one of those. And so you can have limit orders that get hit, and I don't know, it's just way easier, I think. There's still a place for options because I can't capture these like months out trade ideas with futures. It takes too much buying power away to do that. So, but in an option, I can take a SPY bet, like a $300 SPY call, $3 basically times 100, so spend $300 on it and hold it for a couple months, and it can end up worth $15, so $1,500, and that's kind of nice too. But it's very patient, where I can make that same kind of return pretty quickly on ES, on a few ESs. There's a little I just got an alert on Apple. Apple broke the lows. What is up? With binary, you can say price will be higher or lower. You know what I used to do? If you want to like call the price, is option spreads. I used to do closing butterfly. I learned this from John Carter at Simpler Trading. This is a trade that he does, or at least he used to do it. I haven't been over there in a few years, but if you know, or not know, but if you have a theory about where SPX is going to close, then you can, you know, straddle it with a butterfly spread. And as long as price closes there or close to it, as long as it doesn't violate your whole wings of your butterfly, then you make money. We used to do that all the time. These days, I haven't been around like for market close as much, so I haven't been doing it. Uh-oh. I gotta ask my mod something. Are you in the orb? Yeah, that's the trade. Yeah, that's the trade I have up. I'm also in an ES long. I was in the NASDAQ one a little bit, but I closed that one, a different entry than the orb. So right now I'm just in an ES long, but I've been in it for a while. I wouldn't get in it now. I'm trailing at this point. I'm hoping we get up to what I'm watching on ES is kind of the 70 level. This is kind of the orb target too, but we have these wicks up here, the highs from the data candle. I'm hoping for that, but we're slowing down and I'm watching tech. Let me show you tech. For a second there, I thought this wasn't going to load. So some things are up and some things are down. So this is tech's a little bit of a mess. Apple's down, Amazon's down, Tesla and Meta kind of flat, but Tesla's up over the pre-market. It has a gap up. And then we've got Microsoft and Broadcom up. But I mean, this is just kind of a mess. So that's why I'm not as confident about testing the high. Like we might just kind of stay inside of this price action. So if we look at the hourly, we're way up here right now, but we might stay inside this wick and not. Otherwise, I think we could test it, but I don't know what we're going to do. So I want to make sure. Oh, I just got stopped out on the ES one. I was in profit. So that was the thing. It's like I wasn't going to give up profit running into this trend line up here. And yeah, we're probably about to get stopped on the orb too. But I hope y'all can see what I did where yeah, there it goes. I trailed the orb to the FIBWIT and the stop loss for the FIBWIT entry that came after the orb. I've tried explaining that before and I failed. I need to make a video on it. So hopefully that makes sense the way I explained it. But basically it's like when I have an entry inside of an entry, then that's a place where I can trail my stop. Looking for a short under 60.60. I can see that. And we're under there now. I don't think I'm going to take the short. It's probably still there, but just I would rather wait for it to come back down and see if we can buy the 50. Well, let's see. We could end up going. No, I want to buy all the way down here. Yeah, I think we could still test in here. I would rather buy way down here, closer to the 40 level. But that could be your target if you're short. Sometimes your brain can't switch. Today I can tell my brain's like not into the shorts, which is okay. I just have to be cautious on the longs, which is what I was doing. So mission accomplished. And where are we on my SPY play? Let's see. We missed my fill by 40 cents. I'm going to move that down a little bit. That's the thing with options is like guessing where the premium is going to go on the right day. It's a little weird. Okay. I'm gonna hype the arena while we're sitting here figuring out what to do next. I'm gonna post a link. It's bullbarbie.link/arena. They want to track who I'm sending, which they told me after I sent out the link, the regular link. But that's okay. That link tracks. So they know that I sent you if you use that one. Dentist appointment keeping me from screen time. I feel ya. Because that's what, it's not my dentist appointment. I did my dentist appointment, but now I got kids' dentist appointments, so that's keeping me. I try to schedule those all at least during power hour because that's one of my least favorite sessions to trade anyway. So that kind of works. Oh, now I'm not in anything. That's boring. We are at VWAP though. Man, I can see that would have been a quick little scalp buy. Well. I was looking at the time too. Lower time frame, this kind of looked like the buy spot. I just don't know if I want to mess with it at this point. My trading teacher says if the market touches support 3 times, I have to buy, and if it touches resistance 3 times, I have to sell. I'm struggling with that one a bit. Maybe I'm misunderstanding it. The more you hit a support or resistance level, the more likely you are to break through it. Because what a support or resistance level is a price at which there's a large number of orders, or potentially a large group of orders. So it's support or resistance because once we get there, there's a bunch of resting orders in the market sitting there, and we have to, you know, chew through them, get through them kind of one at a time. And some of them could be 5 lots, some of them could be 200 lots. We don't really know. It takes a long time for that order to get done. So I can see like it sounds like it's kind of based on that law of threes. And I like drawing trend lines based on, you know, at least 2 or 3 little touches. But if you're talking about trend lines, like if we're in a really good channel, like you can still keep kind of shorting it or longing it when you get to those edges. But I don't want to say he's wrong. I think that you just kind of have to understand that that is part of it. So that's why we have breakouts. So it's like the more touches you get, the more likely we are to go through it and things like that. Watch the 30-minute orb high and low. Could see if price gets below VWAP. Could do that. Bounce off the midline. Yeah, it likes to bounce off the midline of my orbs. I've noticed that. Like when we're not bad enough patients to get the gas, Andy. I just try to always look at the market. Well, let me take this mess off. Wait. I'm lost. No, I don't have that on. I have my stream stuff where it's confusing me today. I need to fix it because I'm doing a different setup when I'm on my funded futures than here, and I need to get it all back onto one. Depends on what your price target is. I know someone who does 3 touches thing, but he's only looking for 5 points. Yeah, that's a good point too. Like there's all of these things that kind of come up, and like three touches makes a good support or resistance line. So I think that might be what we're talking about. Like 3 touches makes a good support or resistance line. So I can see why from that idea you should buy it. But again, like time frame matters. So like on the hourly, these levels are more likely to hold. But if I was to go in and look at this on a 1 minute or a 5 minute, there's going to be a lot of touches of this line in here. And this is just the 6,000 level, but there'll be a ton of little touches in there. We know this is support or resistance. It's really obvious. Market came up to 6,000, couldn't do it. Came up to 6,000, couldn't do it. Broke through, came back down, couldn't push back through, down, rallied, came back down, rally. But yeah, on the 1 minute, it's going to be a lot of touches. So I don't know. I don't want to insult somebody else's setup and misunderstand it, but the way I look at it is, you know, right here, price couldn't, there was a level here, and price kept hitting off of those orders at the 60-50 level. And so that caused this sell off. And then, you know, this time we were able to push through, but this was a data candle, and this is a bullish candle. So when you're at support or resistance and you get a really strong breakthrough candle like that, then that's showing us that that's an impulsive move. So it's showing us that the market has impulsively decided to bid this up. Like everyone's bid, 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 bid. And that's why these tend to break through and then hold. So like these ones, they kind of came up and pitter pattered. This one broke through, but it didn't hold. So that's when people are looking for the candle close and for candles to hold. That's usually more what they're talking about, is when we're just really looking at a support or resistance level. But like, instead of just like on the orb trade, people ask me why I don't just wait for the candle to close. So the candle close would be way up here above this level, and then immediately you take heat again. But if you look at this and say, oh, this candle broke through, and then this candle traded back down, but then price ultimately held, then when it comes back down, that's when the buy is. You see what I mean? So it's basically a retest, but retests are good too. I haven't figured out how you exactly like play the retest clean on this orb trade. Like people have asked me about the retest a lot, but so if I'm breakout trading or reversal trading, I don't really mess with, like, the retests aren't that important to me, especially on a breakout, and it's a breakout trade. So that's why I wasn't really considering it in the first place. But there, you could definitely, like, we did get a retest here. Sometimes we get the retests. Cut the move. Nice. ES is still showing a short on the 10-minute. Okay. We're getting into a spot where the market is having to make some decisions. Back onto the hourly that I just came off of, but let me show you. So there's a new level forming here, and it's kind of a zone, but you know, we're basically at the 60-60 area where we're forming a new level. So we could reject this level, or we could break through it. And a lot of times you do reject it the first time, but once more and more of those orders get chewed through, that's when we can start breaking through. Could be today, could be a different day. I don't know. I'm looking at tech. So, I mean, the market's kind of mixed and flat right now. VIX isn't doing anything, but I'm watching tech because, that's not tech. This is tech. So right now, I'm waiting to see Apple's bouncing off of 200 again. A 200 level on Apple is money. Nvidia's consolidating. Everything's kind of consolidating right now. So the market's not really trying to get something moving here. This is why I didn't like the short though. So like, because we're in this general uptrend, yeah, we get stairs up, elevator down, but you know, now that move's already played out. It played out so quickly. No gas today. Barbie, do you use the market microstructure in your analysis? No. That's a lot of work, and I don't want to do it. So my whole idea is looking at, so I mean, I really start at the daily. I start at the weekly too, but I'm really looking at the daily every day. This is the structure. Every single little trade I take in has to agree with this. Like, yeah, we have room for a short. We have a little bit of room for longs. You know, I'm taking all of that into context. I'm not going to go down to a 1 minute chart and say, oh, we've got a cup and handle forming and stuff like that, because that's hard. This is easy. This is easy to just say, look at this really obvious 650 level down here that I could buy. Look at this really obvious 60-40 level that I could buy. And then I just wait. And that's all of it. Like, we sit down and it's like, okay, I'm ready to trade. Let's trade. And that's not how trading works. It's okay, I'm ready to trade. And now I sit here and wait. And I wait for the trade to come to me. So no second entry. What do you mean? Oh, I didn't take it again. I took it. Shit. I did take the second entry. I didn't take the third. Yeah, I was just sleeping on it. But I mean, I'm about to stop trading. I'm gonna have to go do some things. But so this was the first break. Well, it's better on here. Um, this was the first break. I took it. This was the second break. I took it. This is the third break. And you're right. I probably should have taken it. I wasn't really looking right now. That's what I was showing you over here is like, oops, I had the stop out earlier. Right here. This candle, I got the stop moved into profit just enough. I think well, that trade's gone now, but I mean, I was like $1 in profit just from scratching out. And then I re-entered when we broke back out the other side. Trailed the stop again, didn't quite get it, but yeah, we're getting into choppy conditions too, so I'm just kind of over it. And I don't like being known as the orb lady, honestly. I brought this on myself. I understand that, but I also, how would I know that like I make 3 videos about fiblets and everyone asks me, what's a fiblet? And I'm like, I just told you it's a first bar with trend and you trade it like this, but what is it? But it's a first bar with trend entry and that. So, and then the orb video takes off. I don't know. I'm the orb lady, but I have been, so that's not my favorite trade. My favorite trade is buying support or resistance. And if I tell you I'm going to buy this, I psych myself out all the time. So I usually like just enter it and don't tell y'all. And then like, hey, look, I entered. But what it is what I was just showing you. Come down to the 40 level, buy it. Come down to the 50 level, buy it. If I've got a big major level, you know, because we're uptrending, looking for the lows to buy. That's why I was like, ooh, I really want down here, but we're not getting that one today, at least not right now. But so right now we're still within the CPI candle, and so I am just kind of expecting things to slow down and chop for a little bit. Good morning, just my style. 2-minute 9 and 20 EMA entry for short. There you go. You can trade that. If I try to add an EMA cross to this chart, I will go insane. So I don't. Actually, the way that I have this all set up, you know, you guys don't really see this because I'm actually planning all this stuff for NinjaTrader a little bit too. But the whole idea is if I'm done trading the orb, there it goes. I don't have to fuck with it anymore. It's gone. Bye. But this is how this is how I think about when I'm developing any tools and things. It's just I either want to have it on my screen to help me or take it off real quick because I like to keep things really quiet, simple. Yeah, I mean that's the same thing. I'm working like the 50 level 2. I didn't buy it just now just because, but also like I've already gotten 3 or 4 trades in today, so that's about my limit anyway. Because then we'll have I've got some swings that I'm managing, and we'll do the spread trade later. So it's all good. I have been like, so I've been trading NASDAQ a lot because of bringing this orb business to everyone. But I really like trading the ES, and so that's like, it's when I get when I get a little overdosed on orb talk, which can happen lately, one of my favorite things is just to go back to my old-fashioned ES trades. In the arena thing, I'm trading both NASDAQ and ES, but I haven't gotten any trades in the arena today. Shit. Hunter's gonna whoop my butt. That's okay. Levels, but what is it? I don't know what that question was. I think we've lost context. Yes, my magic levels. That's what the blue ones are. Those are the magic levels. And then the pink ones are my manual levels. I don't have them up right now. There they are. There's my manual levels. And the blue ones are the magic levels. I just mark up ES. Sometimes I'll have markings on NASDAQ, but this is like my anchor chart where I kind of base all my ideas on, and then I'll go mark up NASDAQ if I feel like it. Do you you wanted to buy the UVL? Yeah, that's a good one. Did you ever trade the news and the actual 830 candle? I'm not gonna say never. I showed y'all how I trade news yesterday because we had a news candle when I was streaming. I'll show you on this one real quick. Well, I'll show you on the NASDAQ one since that other chart's kind of messy and that's fine right now. But what I do is we have the news candle. Go watch yesterday because yesterday it broke out the other way. But I take, is that the actual 830? No, it's the one before. So I just take the actual news candle and then I fib up to the high or low of where it slowed down, which on the 5 minute is often the same 5 minute candle. Sometimes it's the next one. And then I look for it to retrace to 50%. And then once it gets to 50%, I wait for it to break out of the golden pocket of the box here. So yesterday, I'm pretty sure that news had a continuation off of it. And then today we got the, and it was actually at open when it broke out. So I didn't trade this one, but that's how I trade those. That's how I trade the news and data candles. Man, y'all are trying to trade every little 1 minute switch. I don't do that. So the way I trade, I want to get the low hanging fruit and the easy stuff and ignore the rest. So I'm not going to catch every move and I'm good with it. We have dogs playing its life today. But you can see why I like the levels. And then I had talked about, and I didn't mark it on here on this chart yet, but I mark these little highs when we have the data candles so I can watch those. So that's a key level now too. But I mean, the market's pretty flat overall. But there's a lot of naysayers like, oh, you know, tariffs, the end of the world, tariffs, and that's just like not what we're getting, which is what I've been saying since January. Oh boy. Life is trying to interrupt me. This is the problem. Like, those of you who are young, like, you need to appreciate and enjoy that you don't have so many responsibilities and you can sit here and trade. But at the same time, you don't have to trade every little thing. So, I mean, buying the 40 level paid, buying the 50 level paid. Like, you don't have to do that much. Keep it simple, keep it easy. Like, trading is mentally exhausting. So if you sit here and you try to catch every single one, I was trying to explain to someone the other day, I will sit here and trade. Like, sometimes I'm just in the zone and I'm after it, and I'll sit here and trade all of these little setups, and it'll end up being a really good day if I'm in the zone, but I can't do it the next day because the next day, like, my brain just needs some time to recover and rest and catch back up before I can do that again. So I'll take that momentum when I have it, but I don't expect it to show up every day. And so that's not my daily trading plan. Testing 30-minute orb high. Oh no, I'm not dog saying, those are my dogs. I mean, I do have 4 dogs, so that was the problem. I had my 4 plus others. But I mean, I try harder to keep household noises off of other people's streams than I do my own. I'm gonna turn that off. Let's not do anything. But you know, we can kind of watch here. We're kind of getting one of these kind of deals. It could just end up keep chopping too, but we'll see. This is kind of setting up for something. It would be nice if things are slow a little bit. We haven't had our afternoon iron condor. I have bailed on it a few times, but I'm like, if Trump's saying he's going to be talking later, nope, we're not doing it. But it would be nice if we get a good setup for it today. Right, Bubba? We need the afternoon ass clencher to pay. We post that in the Discord. And the idea is that's just going to be a trade for like the paying members. But I've been letting it go out to everybody right now. I'm trying to get some other things automated. Honestly, y'all, like, I'm back to where, you know what happens is things slow down on like the business side of things with YouTube and Discord. And then I feel like, oh, I can do all this myself. This is no problem. I've got all these systems and it's easy. And then I get really busy like right now and I can't keep up. So I'm trying again to get somebody to help me with some of my like coding tasks that I'm behind on. I've also had a situation of you get what you pay for a little bit. So I'm interviewing some more expensive people. Yeah, the ass glitcher has been ass. What I've been wanting to actually run on some of the longer orbs, like especially the 30-minute, is the reversal strategy in it. So if you're doing arena, let me know. Like, I had this whole big meeting with all these ninja people and they were saying like, are you sure you want to do a 5-day? I was like, we should do a 5-day. I'm starting to see why the 5 days are like dragging on and on. So I'm glad we're doing a 3-day arena next week. But give me your feedback on that because we should do another one in July or something, right? But I'm wondering if the 3-day, so Hunter, this is your day 3. How are you doing? I mean, I know you're kicking ass, but you tired? That's what I've been trying to gauge, like if this is the 3rd day, and I haven't traded on my arena account yet, or yet today. I have well, I took 1 trade yesterday. Monday I hit it really hard, but I was hitting my own accounts pretty hard. And then because I haven't been hitting my own accounts extra hard, I don't know, today I kind of forgot to add it, but that's okay. I just didn't turn on Replicanto this morning. Sometimes I do that, like on CPI day. Yeah, like a week made a lot of sense to me at first. Like logically, we'd want 5 full days. Like what if you have a major loss on one day? But the way the arena works is in order to be in those top spots, you have to put on a lot of leverage. That's what I was telling Hunter too. Is like, you're going to do this. Don't be messing around with one lots. We're not doing one lots in a trading competition. But you know, if you're used to, if you're used to, what am I saying? If you're used to prop accounts and you've got $1,500, $2,000, $2,500 a drawdown, like somewhere in there, that's I think where most people are. You're used to having to trade a lot smaller. I mean, a 1 lot's still a lot. I mean, $1,500 on some of these prop accounts, $1,500, that's one bad trade on NASDAQ. But the 25K account is 25K account. It's not a 25K account. It's a 25K account. So you have the full $25,000 to play with. So use it. There's a lot of people over 100,000 now. I'm over here trolling it now. I've moved all the way down to like 180th place, but that's okay. I'm incognito, so y'all can't find me anyway. We got the top 12 is currently over 100,000. And I don't see Hunter there yet. Getting close though, right? Esther's back in 5th. I don't know who Esther is. I'm just rooting for Esther for no particular reason at all. This 𝗟𝗏𝗁𝐿𝐼ce, I'm pretty sure I've seen that guy in one of these chats. Which chat is he in? I've seen that guy. I'm not going to go through the whole thing like I did yesterday, but yesterday I was curious. There's 1,500 spots in this deal, okay? That's a lot. But like a third had already completely destroyed the $25,000. So that's not good. Sorry, I was just reading something. But even just staying profitable in that, like, good job. Because that 1/3 were like basically at 0, but there was a whole bunch that had kind of effectively gotten it zeroed. What is the tick index doing right now? Yeah, it's flat as fuck. Not good conditions going into lunch right now. I mean, we still could have a big move today. That would not surprise me at all. But it's slowing down. Yeah, I'm probably gonna head on out of here since I have to do other things today. Shorter stream today. It happens. Oh, I have to do beekeeping too. I just got a beekeeping email. Fuck. So much to do. All right, y'all. I'm going to call it here. Kick-ass in trading. Come join us in Discord. I'll post the Discord. I need to put an arena link on my website, but go to the website. I have giveaways there. Go to bullbarbie.com, click on giveaways. You can enter by being a subscriber. You can enter just by being adorable. You can enter by following on Instagram. Oh, I forgot to change the code. Y'all want the secret code for the giveaway? I'll give you the secret code before I go. The secret code is coupon not found, but I'm changing it. So go do that today because I forgot to change it the other day. On that note, I will see y'all later. Peace.